안녕하세요. This is Weds. Blueprint farming in this game can be a pain in the butt, and a lot of players often voice their frustration with the drop rate. In the recent developers update in preparation for Season 2, the First Descendant devs have addressed players' concern.
Now, let's talk about the target reward system. Right after the launch, players have provided many opinions about the blueprint farming.
You guys may remember, a lot of players were having issues getting Ultimate Freyna's blueprints to drop. I mean, there are players who quit the game because of that. Now, the devs have shed some light on the issue.
Now, there were some controversies over the drop rate for Freyna blueprint. Now, the drop rate at the time was 20%, and based on the data we have, it was functioning normally. However, the issue was that the players' experience of the drop rate and the discrepancy was quite large.
What is the solution for blueprint drop rate coming in Season 2?
Now, one player would maybe try once and then get the blueprint. Another would try 10 times and still not get the blueprint. So in order to resolve this, we introduced a new system to decrease the discrepancy between that drop rate, which is the target reward system.
Pretty cool. How does the target farming system work?
Now, this system allows the players to set a blueprint or amorphous materials you can only get from certain missions as a target reward.
Well, we know the current system can be frustrating. What makes the new system better?
Now, once these materials are set as a target reward, after a certain number of failed attempts, you're guaranteed to receive the reward.
Okay. So I can indicate to the system this is the blueprint that I want, but how long would it take me to get the blueprint that I want?
Now, for example, if the drop rate for an item is 25%, after 5 failed attempts, you're guaranteed to receive this material.
And that sounds reasonable to me. But what makes you guys decide to implement this system?
And we believe that it will significantly help the returning users or the new players when they farm. Now, during the FGT, just like what's happening in the chat, we received a lot of positive feedback, so we're very happy about that.
Well, it's really good to know there were a lot of positive feedback from the focus group test, FTG. Does that mean the target farming system is idiot-proof?
However, there was one thing that was pointed out by our players is that the depth of the UX is too deep. So it was very complicated for them to set the target rewards. So we are reflecting this user feedback and in the process of improving the UX. Now, the change won't be able to be applied right after the launch of the Season 2. However, we will provide the improvement as soon as possible through hotfix patches.
Okay, it's also good to know that you guys are planning to drop a hotfix as soon as possible. Okay, now that we have this new target farming system, is there any plan to address the players' concerns about the drop rate from opening amorphous materials?
But you know what? However, this target reward system doesn't really look after the opening item rate for the amorphous materials, because during the FGT, the players actually pointed out that what you need to look after, take care of, is what you get after opening the amorphous materials.
Okay, do you guys have a solution for this issue?
Now, in order to complement this, we have introduced a new item called Advanced Shape Stabilizer. So this stabilizer will change the rate of what you get after you open the amorphous materials.
Now, can you please tell us how this Advanced Shape Stabilizer is going to work?
Now, using this stabilizer, you'll be able to reverse the rate of the items you get after opening the material. For example, if the rate was 6%, you'll be able to reverse that to 32%.
That sounds reasonable in my opinion, but do you think this is enough incentive for the whole player base?
Although it isn't 100% guaranteed like the target reward system, it will significantly lower the difficulty of farming.
Now, talking about lowering the difficulty of farming, Do you guys have any concerns about that?
While introducing this advanced shape stabilizer, the dev team had to think a lot about this. We had to contemplate for a long time because by providing the target reward system and the advanced shape stabilizer simultaneously, we were risking lowering the farming difficulty to an extreme level.
I totally understand your guys' concern, but how do we get this advanced shape stabilizer?
Now, for that reason, we decided to limit the supply of the stabilizer so that players can only acquire it through certain events and ETAO. We're doing this because we would like to monitor the time taken for farming, as well as the change in the time trend. And based on the data we collect, we'll set an appropriate level of the supply. And through the second update scheduled in January, we will add a feature for the players to farm the advanced shape stabilizer themselves.
All right, guys, there you have it. I hope this was helpful. Thanks so much for watching. See you guys in the next one.